Traders looking at S&P 500 and many futures, the structure is in a very strong downtrend working lower. We never truly touched the EMA since the downtrend started, and as a price action trader, my goal is to identify a channel because it will help me predict where the market is going to go. We are closing outside the channel. That doesn't mean we're looking for reversal. No, we expect this downtrend to still test the new extreme. This is the lowest low, first entry short, second entry short, but I cannot tell this far from the EMA. There's a massive gap. Not even double bottom, so the count still remains. And now we have double trap because everybody who sold second entry short far from the EMA too early, they're going to get trapped. And everybody who's buying prematurely, they're going to get trapped as well. And also you have a break, new high for the uptrend, and it visually resembles broad and clean two-legged pullback. Correction phase ended at the key entry point. EMA is acting as a resistance, breaking new high. This is first great high probability setup, but it formed exactly at the open, and we don't really like taking setups right at the open. But educational wise, I'm marking this because it is really clean and nice setup. Downtrend needs to get new extreme, broad will get pullback, and market moves in pairs of twos. Break, new extreme was tested, and now we have to pause looking to sell, at least temporarily, because we can enter correction or possible reversal. So let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to redraw a tiny uptrend working higher. I cannot really go long on a high low. I would need at least reverse a pattern. Or below EMA, I cannot go long, I cannot go short. No setup EMA exactly in all these bars. This is congestion, so I'm just going to wait because the main downtrend just played out with the break in extreme. Let's be patient and let's see what price is going to do. We have a break in extreme, but prices keep working higher quite strongly. And this is where it is tempting to see broad leg pull back up, but at the same time, there is a possibility that the wider uptrend is in play. So I have to be careful and I have to observe what the prices will do. You have a second entry long, but it's still mainly below EMA, and a failed second entry long is above EMA. So I can't really sell because it is above EMA. I can't really go long because it is exactly around high impact news. But notice what happened shortly after. News came out, sellers, they got filled, massive reversal, and this is now a high-low confirmation setup of the two-legged pullback, and it's confirming the wider channel, massive push above EMA, and at this point, it's finally getting clear, and this is why the high-low confirmation setup is so useful, because now it's clear that we're going to go higher. This is two-legged pullback again, market moves in pairs of twos, trend line got confirmed back above EMA, decent high probability setup, once again borderline because it is right around the news, but educational wise, this is great setup. Push phase started, new high, count reset, first entry long, I cannot go long on the first entry long, and now we have mini second entry long triple test, which is a great high probability setup because this high is still the highest. First entry long, break lower, second entry long, mini triple test, great high probability setup at the EMA. It worked for 3-point scalp, so we scalp for 2, so you have plenty of room. Scalp was reached and market is correcting lower, so I have to redraw a brand new downtrend working lower. We broke the uptrend, and normally we would be expecting for this uptrend to get a retest, but notice how deep this pullback was. So when I'm watching such a deep retracement, basically retracing over the 60% of the uptrend, it makes me wonder, hold on, are we gonna get new extreme? Because we traded down so strongly. So right now I really have to observe EMA attentively. Let's see what's gonna happen. We have a pullback to the EMA. We have a new low first entry short, second entry short, but of course I cannot sell such a horrible second entry short because it's a horrible doji. We have a minor congestion, and more importantly, this uptrend is still in play. It didn't play it out. So I can't really sell horrible bars, so I gotta be patient. If I want to sell here, I need to see a lower high breakout pullback confirmation setup that's gonna confirm that this downtrend is going to get new extreme. But a lower high confirmation, it's not clear just yet. And prices broke above EMA, there was no lower high. So right now, EMA is flattening. What I'm gonna do, because I can see we're going sideways for quite a while, I'm gonna redraw a big trend range, something like this. Now there's a chance we're gonna test the new high, but you can see how prices are struggling. So bias is slightly more bullish, but for the most part, it's getting quite neutral. So let's see what's gonna happen. I cannot take just a first entry long, and prices pushed strongly below EMA. Okay, so at this point, I'm basically abandoning completely the idea that we're gonna get the new high. It is simply way too sideways now. Okay, break a new high for this small uptrend working higher. Now we have a new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long failure. I cannot sell below this horrible doji bar. Now the second bar is actually very close to the initial bar, so you can consider double bar entry, but problem is, what is the bias? Okay, because EMA flattened, we're going very sideways, so you're more gambling at this point because you don't have clear concise bias, so it is more aggressive. I can mark it, but this is overall quite sideways and we gotta be patient. Downtrend, push lower, break, new extreme, we're bouncing at the bottom of the trend range and prices are trending to the upside, which at this point I always have to draw the short-term channels on the chart because as a price action trader I never want to leave these candles without a pattern. You can see how buyers are buying at the bottom. Trend range right now, that's the pattern. Massive bullish spike up. This trend line is still in play and now our job is easier. Okay, you can see that this short-term bias, it's much easier to navigate than the short-term bias right here. EMA flattened, you had swings up and down, nothing was confirmed, but now you finally have confirmed bias. So if you are a trader who is struggling with trend range structures, consolidations, you can still look for confirmed channels inside of the trend range, and this is basically a clean structure. Let's see what's going to happen. We draw a short-term downtrend, new high, first entry long. I cannot go long below EMA, but I'm thinking about second entry long. Why am I thinking about second entry long? Well, because we're breaking above EMA and this uptrend needs to get new high. Okay, there is no reason to think bearish, so I just need to time my long properly. No trigger here, so there is still first entry long in play. There is no pullback, no break below, and now we have break below, one tick lower, massive reversal. Notice how EMA keeps holding 4 of these bars, and this is great high probability setup. This is a second entry long at the EMA, uptrend is new high according to channel line rule. We keep breaking high. What I can do, measure this, one leg up, break, second leg up, and notice how strong this push up is. Okay, and notice we're exceeding the measured move. I don't really want to fade because at this point it looks like, hold on, there can be slightly wider channel, something like this, because it seems a little bit too strong, a little bit too bullish. Now this is more nuanced, so there's definitely okay if you're playing a break and new high, but it can be a little bit more bullish. Either way, we have overshoot, so either you have a break and new high, so you're pausing looking to go long, or I have overshoot and I expect stronger pullback. So I'm going to redraw short-term downtrend working lower, something like this. Okay, now you have a break and new extreme. You're close to the EMA, but this is not a good setup for us to go long just yet, simply because we had overshoot and we were part of the trend range prior. So this is not good long enough just yet. I need to be patient. And even this wider uptrend isn't confirmed. Okay, by the way, we have overshoot possibly, yes, but at this point it still looks like uptrend, break a new high. So you really have to right now accept the fact that we are right now going sideways, indecision. It is too bullish for me to sell. It still worked though for a small scalp, and it is too much like a tool like a pullback. It was too rangy for me to go long, so I need to wait. Okay, we're going sideways, break a new high. At this point I have small trend range like this, so I'm not thinking about anything. I cannot take inside bar. I would need some false entry short. That never formed. And once market is breaking lower, I'm going to redraw a brand new downtrend, because right now overshoot let the break, new extreme was tested, and right now we have a new high, first entry long, second entry long failure. We have reversed a pattern back into trend range, but it's a horrible bar. I cannot sell below full bullish bar. Okay, we're going back into the trend range, which is good. Right now this downtrend is in play. We're breaking the downtrend, so I'm thinking about prices correcting to the EMA, because we're going to test the new extreme. We have a second entry short, but it didn't trigger, so there is no second entry short. Okay, you would think this is a second entry short because you have a new low, first entry short, pullback, second entry short, but the second entry short has yet to trigger. By the time we get a second entry short, it triggered below this inside bar bullish bar, which we cannot sell below such a horrible bullish bar. We are sellers, so we want to sell below bearish bar. I was thinking about lower high, but notice it didn't fully close on its low, and actually it saved me. Why I want strong bearish close? Well, because you have massive tail here and massive tail here again. It's showing some rejection. Okay, so when I was watching this, I was thinking, okay, lower high may work, and if the bar closed a little bit stronger, I would have risked it, which is a good thing that I didn't, because it would have ended up stopping me out. But this is massive rejection here, massive rejection here. It closed with the tail at the bottom again. It didn't even broke these lows, so that's a concern. So okay setup to risk, but really, there are some signs to be patient. It is not as clear. It ended up being slightly wider channel. I'm not going to mark it because, massive rejection here, massive rejection here. It's going also a little bit sideways, quite stacked. It's better to be patient, break a new high, move to new extreme, but we can't really sell. Market tested, break new extreme, and right now, no trend is in play. EMA is flattening. Let's see what's going to happen. Going to redraw short-term uptrend, working higher. You have a small break, new extreme. I see EMA flat in all these bars, congestion here, a lot of overlapping bars. You can see stims at both sides. This is generally a sign of low momentum, no bias, congestion, because you want nice full candles. Once you see so many overlapping bars with a lot of stims, that's a sign that the volume is weak. It's hard to find a good pattern. Okay, I don't see any good setup. Just EMA is flattening, but you already know what to do. You're already trained. Once you see EMA flattening and you can't put a finger on what is the bias, you have to start expecting some form of a trend range, because we can see prices oscillating up and up and out to the EMA. So I'm going to draw small support, small resistance, even wider channel played out with the break, and move to a new extreme. So uptrend played out, resistance is getting established, trend range is now getting established as well. And now we have a lower high confirmation setup of the resistance bounce, strong bearish bar, the lower high confirmation setup. This is decent high probability setup because at this point trend range is getting established. Flat EMA, consistent price swings up and down, uptrend played out with the break in new extreme, quite a broad sideways structure, broad break, move to new extreme, lower high grade tier 1 signal bar, push lower, break, double bottom. You can't really go long just yet because you have only double bottom, and this is a horrible doji. So what if there's going to be the second leg down to test the new low technically and then go higher? But you're already observing and paying attention to how prices will react around this area. Why? Well, because simply according to trend range rules, which we are right now in the trend range, you're going to buy low, sell high. So let's see what's going to happen. Okay, this is interesting. Break, attempt to test the new extreme, prices push higher, broke lower, and now you actually have very strong bullish momentum bar as a high-low confirmation setup. And at this point, it is very likely to expect that this double bottom is basically new low tested, and you can bet on prices going right now from the bottom possibly to the top. So this is decent high-low confirmation setup because you waited for downtrend and a break, new extreme, almost push above EMA, great momentum. This bar looked so bearish, reversed, looking bullish. You have a felt second entry short here, but you cannot take felt second entry short above such a horrible doji. You would like to see some nice first entry short, second entry short failure, reversal pattern, confirming the reversal. But this is a horrible doji bar. We can't really justify it, even though context is good. The single bar is ugly, which is a shame because market keeps going exactly where you thought it was gonna go. And notice market reverse all the way up. Now it's getting too late and reverse all the way back down, but it's too late anyway. So this is the overall structure for today. We started with a very strong downtrend, clean to like a pullback. Now you gotta be a little bit careful because you want the structure to develop, but hopefully it is clear why the high low is the ultimate confirmation, because it broke above EMA, confirmed the wider uptrend, and it's a sign you're gonna go higher. Couple setups very early. You're expecting a new high, but once you have a small break new high and you break below EMA, you have to adapt. Okay, we simply moved too far away from it, and this uptrend will not get a new high. It was quite weak anyway. Now you have to adapt. Brand new uptrend established. Great second entry long, can actually produce quite a significant runner. This is area of development where you have to be a little bit more careful because you cannot sell prematurely. It was too bullish, but you cannot go long because it may pull back into trend range. Downtrend, break new extreme, EMA flattened. You have to identify trend range. This is tempting setup to sell, but when you're watching this live, the resistance is just getting established. More advanced trader can consider because he understands what's going on here. But after this break below EMA, it's clear this is a confirmed trend range. There has to be resistance at the top, and now you can take lower high confirmation setup and high low confirmation setup on the way up. So I hope you had a good trading day. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna talk to you next time. Good luck with your trading.